morning, I'm Nikita. I'm one of the student nurse from UWS looking after you today. You have been ordered for morphine, and before I do the procedure, before I get the medications, I need to check your identity. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So just can you state me your full name and your date of birth, please?
My name is Mariam Adi.
Yep. And your date of birth, please?
It's 7th of 1st, 69.
7th of 1st, 1679. And your MRN is 174963. Are you allergic to anything, Adi?
No.
That's alright. Okay. So I have just known that you are here. You have the history of fracture post ribs, and so just can you score me your pain? 0 being no pain at all, and 10 being a worse. So could you just score your pain from 0 to 10 range?
It's 8.
Okay, this means you are really in pain.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just access the cannula side. Is this painful a bit?
No.
So, and is the cannula inserted within the 72 hours?
Yes, it was inserted this
Yeah,
morning.
that's good. Okay, I've just taken the vital signs of the patient, and I'm going to record it, and it's all in normal range.
Okay.
Could you be the second RN to validate medication order, please?
Okay.
Yep. So I got a patient here, Mariam Adib, with date of birth 7th of 1st, 1969, and she have MRN is 174963. She is no known allergies. I just confirmed this identity with her and against her ID band, and she has a history of fracture ribs. Yes. And so she has been ordered for morphine 50 milligrams for 50 ml, which is signed and printed by the doctor, and which is for today's date 15th, and it's PCA via morphine. It's morphine, and it's 50 milligrams morphine in normal saline, and its concentration is 1 milligram per ml. Number of servings is 3. PCA dose is 1 milligram. Lockout interval is 5 minutes, and basal infusion is 0 milligram per hour, and the total hourly dose limit is 12 milligrams, and it's signed by the doctor, and there's also the medication order for metoclopramide. It's 10 milligrams via intravenous. It's TDS, and it's signed by the doctor, and it's for today's date. And Naxolin, which is for 0.2 milligrams IV, which is interval of 2 to 3 minutes, is signed and printed by the doctor.
Yes.
Okay, morphine sulfate. It is used as an opiate analgesic, long-term treatment of moderate to severe chronic pain, unresponsive to non-narcotic analgesia. Its contraindications are acute severe asthma, respiratory depression, biliary GI obstructions. Precautions are impaired respiration, hypoxia, hypercapnia. Adverse effects are hypertension, respiratory, circulatory depression, and its dose is every 12 or 24 hours. You should give 20 milligrams or 40 milligrams for every 24 hours.
Okay.
Now I'm going to grab all my equipment. So we just need to go to the cupboard to just grab the morphine, which is the acid drug.
Okay.
Morphine sulfate. Morphine sulfate here. So just do it. Alright. morphine sulfate, we have 10 milligrams for 2 ml.
Yep.
So I need 50 milligrams. So the vials I need is, we have 10, it's close to 5 vials I need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So altogether here is 15. 15 here. So I'm just going to take 5 vials as it has been ordered just 50 milligrams, and we have, so that's a 5 vials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, so 10 going back.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 10 going back. It's Mariam Adib. I will give 150 milligrams. Balance 10 going inside. Prescriber is Lynn Hunt. So you agree with this?
Yes.
Okay, would you please sign it? Thank you. Calculations. Alright, could you be there second around for the first drug check?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, so I got a patient here, Mariam Adib, with MRN 174,963 with no known allergies.
Yep.
She had a history of post-fracture ribs, which she has been ordered for morphine 50 milligrams for 50 mils, and it is signed and printed by the doctor today's date. And so the concentration is 1 milligram per mil, number of syringes is 3, PCA dose is 1 milligram, lockout interval is 5 minutes, basal infusion is 0 milligram per hour, and the total hourly dose limit is 12 milligrams. There is it's signed by the doctor, and it has been also ordered metoclopramide 10 milligrams intravenously 3 times a day, which is signed by the doctor, and Naxolin 0.2 milligrams intravenous for 2 to 3 minutes interval, which is today's date and not been given yet. So so by my calculations for 50 milligrams, and the stock here we have is 10 milligrams.
Yep.
So I have just taken 5 vials, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's morphine sulfate injection 10 milligrams to 2 mils, and the expiry date is 10 by 20. It's an acid drug, morphine sulfate 10 milligrams to 2 ml, 10 by 20 expire. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 ml, 10 by 20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2, the expiry date is 10 by 20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 mils, and is acid drug, and the expiry is 10 by 20.
Yep.
And to dilute, so the total, and to dilute is the volume of diluent we need is 10 minus 10 is equals to 2 mils of NaCl. One, two, three, 4. So it's normal saline here. Sodium chloride 0.9%, which is expiry date is 17/17. Within the expiry September 17, sodium chloride 17/17, sodium chloride 10 ml 17/17, sodium chloride. So the expiry is September 17.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Now I'm going to drop the medication. going to do the morphine first. Then we'll start morphine.
So instead of reading it every time, just make sure that's it. So keep your ears open up and don't read that.
So that's my 10 mils of morphine. You agree with this?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to draw up my normal saline. 40 mils of normal saline.
Okay, if that wasn't in, you had your 3 dots or whatever, you have to start again, same as this.
Okay, so now when you press OK,
Alright. So that's my 50 mils of the medication.
Yep.
Just discard it. Alright. This should be the second I ran for the second drug check, please.
Yes.
So I got a patient here, Mariam Adib, with the MRN 141749663. She is no known allergy. I just check her this identity with her and with her ID ban as well. So she has she has a history of fractured ribs. So she has been ordered for morphine 50 milligrams for 15 meals, and it's signed and printed by the doctor, and it's today's date, and it's and the patient number is 14764, and the morphine is personal PCI. So 50 milligrams in normal saline 15 mils. Concentration is 1 milligram per mils. Number of syringes is 3. PCI dose is 1 milligram. Lockout interval is 5 minutes. Basal infusion is 0 milligrams per hour, and total hourly dose limit is 12 milligrams, and this signed by the doctor. And she has also been ordered for metoclopramide 10 milligrams intravenously 3 times a day, signed by the doctor, and this is for today's diet. And naloxone 0.2 milligrams intravenously, interval is 2 to 3 minutes, and signed, and it's for today's diet. The PCA, it's not been given yet. So and I got my medication here, morphine sulfate. So she has been ordered 50 milligrams, so, and the stock is 10 milligrams. So I have taken 5 vials of morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 meals. And the expiry date is 10/20. 10/20 morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 meals. The expiry date is 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 meals, and expiry date is 10/20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams. Expiry date is 10/20. 10 milligrams by 10/20. And sodium chloride. And so to dilute this, I have taken 40 mils of sodium chloride, which is September 17, 10 mils, which expired date September 17, and sodium chloride 0.971, September 17, sodium chloride 10 mils, September 17, sodium chloride, and expired date is September 17. So and I just drew up the medications here, and the 15 mils. And I've just primed the line, and there is no air bubbles inside.
Okay.
So now I will attach the additive label. Alright, strip patient, Adit Miriam. The ID is 174963. Dated with 7th of Jan 69, and her medicine given was morphine, which was 50 milligrams on 50 mils. So the concentration is 1 milligram per mil. Diluent is 0.5%. Sodium chloride, and date is this diet prepared by me, and the time is 1000 hours. Could you just check my additive label, please?
Yep. Patient name Adit Mariam, 63, date of birth this, morphine, this sodium chloride. Yep.
Thank you.
Start.
just going to fix it. It's morphine 1 milligrams per mils. PCA. Okay, modify. Drug name morphine. Drug concentration is 1.0 mils. Yep, and PCA dose is 1 milligrams. Yep. Lockout period 5 minutes. Yep, lockout period 5 minutes. Present level 6. Continuous bolus is 0. Loading dose 0. And maximum limit is 12. So it's 16 here. I need to change it. Okay, so maximum limit is 12. Yep, and it's PCA start dose. Okay, so here morphine 1.0 mils, PCA dose is 1.0 mils, lockout is 5 minutes, the bolus vessel continuous is 0, and loading is 0, and maximum is 12 milligrams per hour. So I just set the protocol. Are you happy with this?
Yep.
Hello Adib, I'm back here with the medication. Now before I give the medication, I need to do the second patient check. I'm just going to do the second patient check. So could you just state me full name and your date of birth, please?
Miriam Adib,
Yeah, Miriam Adib. And your date of birth, please?
7 of 1st, 1969.
7th of 1st, 1969, 7th of 1st, 1969, and your MRN is 174963, 174963. Are you allergic to anything, Adib?
No.
Okay, that's good. Okay, could you be the second item for the third drug check, please?
Yes.
So I got a patient here, Mariam Adib, with MRN 174963. She has the history of fractured ribs and she is no known allergies. So she has been ordered for morphine 50 milligrams or 50 mils. Is signed and printed by the doctor and it's for today's diet. And the PCA morphine here, so it's 50 milligrams in Namasalan 50 mils. Concentration is 1 milligram per mils. Number of syringes used is 3. PCA dose is 1 milligram. Lockout interval is 5 minutes. Basal infusion is 0 milligram per hour. And total hourly dose limit is 12 milligrams. Is signed by the doctor. And she has been also ordered for metoclopramide 10 milligrams intravenously 3 times a day, which is for today's diet, and it's signed by the doctor. It's naloxone, which is 0.2 milligrams intravenously 2 to 3 minutes interval, and signed, and it's a today's date. And the morphine has not been given yet.
Okay.
All right. So I've just grabbed my medications here. Morphine sulfate. Okay, so it's as the stock is 10 milligrams for 2 mils. So I have get 5 vials from the cupboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 mils. Expired date is 10 by 20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 mil. Expired date is 10 by 20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 mil. Expiry date is 10 by 20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 mils. Expiry date is 10 by 20. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams for 2 mils. Expiry is 10 by 20. And as a diluent, I have used sodium chloride 40 mils. So there's 10 mils in each. So sodium chloride 10 mils, and its expiry date is September 17. Sodium chloride 0.9%. Expiry is September 17. Sodium chloride 10 mils. Expiry is September 17. Sodium chloride 10 mils. Expiry is September 17.
Yeah.
So so I've just get all the medications here. So there's a 50 mils of morphine diluted with 40 mils of NaCl. I'm just getting all of it. And just fix it. And the protocol here is for morphine. Can you just check the protocol for me, please?
Okay.
Yep, only so okay. Now I'm just going to commence the PC to the patient now. side here. So I'll just leave it for 15 seconds. Just going to connect the PCA. Okay, the PC is connected. Going to just pause everything. Just pause it. So I'm going to just confirm protocol status. Everything is confirmed. Okay, confirm protocol. Okay, it's been started. Now, okay. So Adib, here I give you the controller for the PCA. So what it does is you just, when you are in pain, you just need to click the green button here and the green button will light up. So it means the PCA is coming from the machine to your body. So what it does is, when I pin, just click it and it has been locked off for 5 minutes, which means in 5 minutes, how many times you press it, the medication just come once only. So, so it's up to you how many times you do it as per pain. Thank you. And so if you feel nausea or vomiting, which are the contraindications of the morphine, if you feel like that, just buzz the buzzer and I will be there, and I will just be back in 15 minutes shortly. Thank you. And I'll get my keys as well with me. And for the signature, we just do this. Okay, time is 10:15 hours. She says, would you just please countersign here? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everything is disposed. And yes.